Welcome back to Fight Right Bitesize. Today we're going to be looking at the footwork for passing steps. The main thing to remember with footwork for stage combat is we need to make it bigger than what we would in reality. Normally when you're on a fighting stance you make your position quite narrow. For stage combat purposes we want to make it wide. There's a purpose for this. There's two in fact. The reason is we want everyone in the audience to be able to see what's happening, where the attacks are going for so they can feel involved. But also we want to communicate as best as we can with our partners. So the wider the stance, the easier it is for us to communicate and show our partners where our attacks are going to be. Now today we are going to be looking at the passing steps. So I'm going to grab a little aid here, and that is a quarterstaff. Don't worry if you don't have one of these. If you've got a broom or even some tape to mark out on the floor, it will make it a lot easier for you. All I'm going to do is lie my staff just in between my legs. So I've got my left foot one side and my right foot the other side. The idea with this is as I step forward and back, I should keep each foot on relevant side. I'm going to look at single passing steps first of all. A single passing step is one step. If we're going forward, we're going to take our back foot to the front. If we're going back, we're going to take our front foot to the back. We'll do the forward one first of all. So I've got a nice low stance, bent legs, turned out my shoulders so my shoulders are square. And I'm going to take my back foot to the front. Think of this as a straight line. You're coming forward, you're not twisting or pivoting on your supporting leg. Your hips are coming forward. So I'm going to take the back foot to the front. As it comes forward, I'm just going to turn this back foot so it's more comfortable on the knee, and now my right foot is facing forward. Again, if I do a single passing step forward, it may go out of shot, but you'll see I drive forward from here and realign my feet. Let me do that once more for you. I'll go further back a little bit. So we're here, we drive forward to this point and drive forward to this point. Make sure every time you make a step that you're not stepping on the line or getting closer to the line. If we're going to go backwards, we take the front foot to the back. Again, we want to make sure we're not twisting. I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment. I'm going to take my front foot, one step back. And as I do that, I just realign my feet once more to make sure it's comfortable. One more back. Good. Now, as I said, it's about driving forward and backwards and not twisting. One of the most common errors that people make is as they go to step forward, they twist on their supporting foot. What happens is they turn, they bring their foot over to the wrong side, and they're now facing in the wrong direction. They take another step and they're doing this. Do not pivot. This is not about pivoting. It's a forward and backward motion. You take your back foot to the front, back foot to the front foot to the back, front foot to the back. Now let's have a look at the double passing step. The double passing step does the same as the single, but there's two steps. It's a double passing step, so it says it in the title. We're not going to do two single passing steps, so don't need to realign in between each step. So when you do a double passing step, it's not simply the case of doing two singles, which would be this. See how I'm realigning after each one? This time what we're going to do is we're going to take our back foot past the front foot. I don't realign my step. I'm now taking my left leg and pass forward again. So I end up in the same position as I started. My left foot is forward, my right foot is back, and they're aligned in the same direction as well. Double passing back, I do the same thing. So we're here, two steps forward, two steps back. Note that I'm not doing two singles. It's not a case of here and here. Keep your feet aligned the same way. And back. If you've got any questions, please feel free to send them along. Thank you for joining us once again. Please remember we have our live class at 6 p.m. on Facebook at the Fight Right page. Please subscribe to this page if you haven't yet, and also share it to everyone you know. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.